Hare Krishna, dear friends. In this video I will show you how to make this kind of beautiful dress for Radharani. Same principle as used for Krishna's kurta. So if I show you the Radharani's dress, you will be able to stitch kurta for Krishna. First, I have a pattern which is suitable for 5.5 inch deity of Radharani. And I am taking this pattern and painting it on the fabric. This is very fine ahimsa silk, and that's why I will need a lining as well. So I transferred it to the fabric, and I cut two pieces from each side, as you noticed, opposite sides of the pattern. Now I will stitch like this with my hand, because in machine to stitch this much tiny thing is very difficult. After I stitched, it looks like this. You turn it to the right side carefully, because it's a hand stitch. It may tear, so turn to the right side carefully. You can use some pencil. Now you have to close this place. Again, I will stitch with my hands. Carefully cover the sides and stitch with your hands. Both patterns. Now this is the final kurta. Once you stitch fold it and stitch like this, it will be already a kurta. Turn it to the right side and your kurta is ready. The blouse for Radharani is ready. She's so tiny. As you know, it's very difficult to make very nicely fitting dresses for very tiny small deities. It looks like this. Now I'll begin transferring the pattern of the skirt to the similar fabric, same fabric. Again, I'll put the lining. That's why I'm cutting two pieces of the skirt. Carefully put the pattern and trace it with the marker. I'm using water-soluble marker, so after one wash, this marker will wash away. It's not permanent marker. Carefully trace it, and afterwards cut it. So that fabric doesn't move, I attach the needle, because I feel lazy to cut one by one, so I cut together. Here we have two sides. This is a lining and the skirt itself. You have to stitch like this up to this place. And after I stitch in the machine, skirt is a little bigger so I can stitch in the machine, I will turn it to the right side. Turn it carefully. Fabric is very fine. And you have to iron and complete the stitching, attaching the lining to the skirt. Now here I took very tiny lace. Actually the lace I had was big, so I cut it in half, and using two needles actually I'm attaching this lace, making it zigzag. Somehow I'm attaching. So here is the final how it looks after you attach the lace to the blouse. Now I have to do the same thing with the skirt. to get the middle part of the skirt, you folded the skirt in two, and then mark again with water soluble marker or whatever, mark the middle part of the skirt, so that you will be sewing the lace right in the middle. So as you see, I will be using 2 needles. One is for the lace to make zigzag like this. Take very tiny steps because we need very tiny zigzag. It's a little tricky to keep it straight. It just keeps on jumping here and there. But for the deities, we have to try our best and try to give them the best what we have, what we can. Here I'm taking different needle. Don't remove the other needle from the lace because you will need more zigzag version of the lace. And using other needle, I'm attaching this lace to the skirt. Yes, it takes time, but as our gratitude to Krishna and to Radharani, we can give our time to them, because in spiritual world we want to do this kind of service eternally, so why not to do it now? And some devotees are like Hanuman, who can move mountains for the sake of the Lord. But some people are like me, like a spider, who do very small things. But if you try to do something to please the Lord will accept it equally. Like He sees your determination, not the outcome of the work you do. So after you stitch the front part, you will attach the lace in the same way to these parts, bottom, and at the final result it looks like this. And for the middle part, I decided to add some pearls because there are some stitches are visible, and to decorate the skirt, it will be nice if you add pearls. You can select different stones, but I found that pearl looks with this kind of dress better. And for the blouse, I couldn't put some sticky back to cover the blouse. That's why I'm making a button from the pearl itself. So I'll attach 2 pearls in the front side like this. First pearl and the second pearl. I'm going out of camera, but probably I was so much focused on completing the dress. Yeah, so now it's elastic to hold the button. Carefully see where the pearl comes, the button, and then mark that place and attach the elastic like that. So finally it will look like this. Like this, it's a button, and you stitch there as well. 2 buttons in the front and 1 button in the back. So our dress is ready, friends. So tiny. Did you ever see this kind of choli ever? Thank you so much for watching. Here is the final dress of Radha and Krishna.